Example 3. An article in the Journal of the American Medical Association reports the results of a study designed to see if the herb St. John's wort is effective in treating moderately severe cases of depression. The study involved 338 patients who were being treated for major depression. The subjects were randomly assigned to receive one of three treatments: St. John's wort, a prescription antidepressant, and a placebo for an 8-week period. This table summarizes the data. You might notice that the table doesn't have any totals. We may need to add those. What proportion of the subjects were randomly assigned to take St. John's wort? Why does that make sense? Find the distribution of change in depression for the subjects in the study using relative frequencies. And what percent of the subjects took Zoloft and felt a full effect? So let's get some of those totals in first, so that we can actually start dealing with Part A. So, how many people took St. John's wort? We had 27, 16, and 70 for a total of 113 people. People who took Zoloft were 27, 26, and 56 for a total of 109 people. And people who got a placebo, 37 plus 13 plus 66, is a total of 116 people. Our grand total is supposed to be 338. So let's just double check. Let's try that again. Let's delete that and insert the 116 that I was supposed to start with. And yes, that is actually the 338 that I was looking for. All right, so for people who got full response, 27 and 27 and 37, total of 91. 16 and 26 and 13 for partial response was 55 people. 70 plus 56 plus 66 is a total of 192 people. 91 plus 55 plus 192 is 338. So we're looking good there. So again, Part A, what proportion of the subjects were randomly assigned to take St. John's wort? So 113 out of our 338 is 33.4%, 0.334, which is about a third. This makes sense because there were 3 treatments, and a third of those treatments were given to the people taking St. John's wort. Now, our number isn't exactly 1/3, but it's close enough for what we are working with here. Same thing with the 109 and the 116. Those are within reasonable parameters. Part B. Find the distribution of change in depression for the subjects using relative frequencies. So, full response, there were 91 out of 338 who felt a full response. 91 over 338 is 0.269, 26.9%. Partial response, 55 of our 338 subjects had a partial response, or 16.3%. And no response, 192 of our 338. Felt no response, 56.8%. And what percent of all the subjects took Zoloft and felt a full effect? So the people who took Zoloft and felt a full effect were 27 out of our 338. Or 0.088%. Again, looking at this, the 8 here rounds that 9 up to a 10, which bumps that 7 up to an 8. 8% took Zoloft and felt the full effect. And that's example 3.